What's up, brownies? Pardon my voice, I am under the weather, but I made a short video, less than half a minute long, on Oscar night, just kind of highlighting and poking fun at a very minor, awkward moment where Da'Vine Joy Randolph came up to get her award and Jamie Lee Curtis held on to it a little bit too long. That's it, that's all. And people blew it out of proportion and made it into something that it wasn't even intended to be. I'm going to play you the video that I made and come back with the rest of my commentary.
All my life I had to fight. I had to fight my daddy. I had to fight my uncles. I had to fight my brothers. Girl, child ain't safe in the family men's. But I ain't never thought I had to fight for my Oscar. Dang, Jamie, let it go.
This has been a bless your heart moment by Pretty Brown Rise. So this video got over 165,000 views on TikTok, and you all just had to make it so weird in the comment section that I went back and just turned the comments off because this was stupid. This was a short, funny video, and you all took it as if Jamie Lee Curtis was under attack or something. No, she was trying to be helpful. It wasn't malicious. She was trying to make sure she didn't drop it. You're weird. You're racist. No, y'all are weird and racist. Like, what is all of this? It was a funny joke video and y'all made it something evil. And then, as you tend to do, in order to further deflect from a black woman's experience, you made a false equivalence comparison of it with a white woman. Emma Stone was somewhere minding her own business at the house and y'all dragged her into it. So since we're here now, I went and found the clip to see what in the world you all were crying about now. And this is, as I anticipated, a false equivalent. What you see is Da'Vine had to wrestle her award away from Jamie. And what you see with Emma is a person of color was presenting her award and an impatient white woman snatched it from her and then handed it over to Emma. That is advocacy. That's her coming to her aid. Not somebody actually just having to fend for themselves and do it for themselves like Da'Vine did. False comparison. But for the people who started it and black people chimed in and then you still tried to dismiss their feelings or tell them what opinions they're allowed to have. This happens all the time. Let me tell you something. Opinions are based off of lived experience. It is very much so the lived experience of black people to be slighted in moments where we're supposed to be celebrated, and for times where we win something, for the rules to be changed midstream to take away something from us that we rightfully earn. Now, if you don't believe me, you should Google things like Black valedictorian denied and see how many different stories you come up with. But let's keep it about awards. I was trying to come up with a real comparison instead of the false equivalence that you all made with Emma Stone. And this is what I came up with. Remember a couple of years ago when Quinta was getting her first Emmy for Abbott Elementary and Jimmy Kimmel laid on the stage and dragged out this unfunny skit, kind of taken away from her moment, and the internet blasted him for it. And then that brought me to the realization of a very weird coincidence. Jimmy Kimmel being insensitive and Emma Stone being dragged into something that she didn't even do herself. Check this out. Weird coincidences, right? So Kimmel also hosted this year. And a few years ago when Kimmel was hosting, there was that whole big thing about the wrong award being announced for Best Picture. It was announced as La La Land when it was actually Moonlight. Kimmel was hosting then. And then also this is another situation where a black person is being slighted and then people are being dismissive about their feelings towards it afterwards. The way that Kimmel handled this was kind of nasty. So let's check this out, how Kimmel tried to be dismissive, like, okay, well, I think that you should still be able to keep the award. And then later on, it's like, well, I think that everybody should just win. How about that? Being dismissive of the honor.
No, there's a mistake.
This is not a joke. This is not a joke. I'm afraid they read the wrong thing.
This is not a joke. Moonlight has won Best Picture. Moonlight, Best Picture.
I think you guys should keep it anyway. Personally, I blame Steve Harvey for this. I would like to see you get an Oscar anyway. Why can't we just give out a whole bunch of them?
I'm going to be really proud to hand this to my friends from Moonlight.
That's nice of you. That's very nice.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's a prime example. And I'm sick, so I'll have to record another long format video on YouTube one day talking about the real problem here, which is what Black people get awarded for. So at some point in time, we're going to have to talk about how we won't let go of these stereotypical roles of the Mammy, the Jezebel, the Sapphire, and how if we actually look at the awards or the roles that Black women get awarded for, that's what's really problematic. But, you know, like I said, I don't feel well, and that's another topic for another day. Y'all relax and be blessed. And stop worrying about these rich people problems, because they clearly are not worried about it. So you